Hey, good morning, good afternoon from where I am, good morning from where you are. It's my trial, we're going to call it a trial stream from my hometown London, who is dear to everybody's hearts. Trying to be a little bit cagey without actually telling you who it is, so hopefully you can guess who she is. As I said, she's a lady who's passed. Hi Mike Beachman, welcome in. Well, I'm going to turn you around because I'm in a royal park. There's a statue there, but this is not the lady. This is not the statue of the lady that I'm mentioning. That's a statue of William III. I'm in a royal park. It's called Kensington Palace. That should be enough to say this special lady who she was, who she is, who she was, we're going to say, because obviously she's passed. Yes, she's holds a dear place in everybody's hearts. I'm going to try and find a statue. A year since I've been, so I'm going to try and find her statue before we go over to another part where I'm going to bring you some Disney connections, shall we say. Kensington Palace. Does anybody have any idea who used to live here at Kensington Palace? As you can see, it's Park Bros, welcome in. Good morning to you. Thank you for joining. Thank you for getting up so early. Park Bros, welcome in. You're either up early or you haven't gone to bed yet. Lawrence, the man himself. Park Bros. Yes, as you can tell, I'm puffed out, walking and talking. Right, Kensington Palace. Any ideas who used to live here?
Pyramids, yeah, at the Marriott Hotel.
It's been many years since I've been this neck of the woods, so I'm just trying to get my bearings, trying to find certain statues. Right, this is a statue of you're off to school, okay. Right, this is Queen Victoria, statue of Queen Victoria. But again, it's not the statue of the lady that I want to show you. I think her statue is buried inside the grounds. Let's just go in and have a look. Again, no, not the Queen, not the Queen. Close. Close. It is very close, yes. But she holds more of. She was everybody's favourite. That's all I can say, without saying her name.
They said the Queen Victoria status, yeah. Hello. Hi.
So again, in here, I don't know if it's free entry. No, it's not free entry. It's all at a price. So this is the prices that members are free. Okay, right. £18 per person if you're in a group. Okay. So we won't be going in there today because I've got to find out what filming is permitted. Like these stairs. This is what they call the sunken garden. Why it's called that, I have no idea. Maybe it's because it's a bit of grounds here. You have to observe it from a distance. It's just like all parts of things that you have to see.
Vaya a ser que la sacaron para un paisano.
Es cierto. Vamos.
Yeah, it's free to walk around, but you can't go inside. Well, you can, but obviously it comes at a cost. Right, now does that statue look familiar to you?
I residenti principali sono Principe William, Kate e Principino.
Ok, chi è la bambina?
No, dijo que parecía un paisaje.
Sì, non puoi vedere sul telefono.
Madonna.
Does that statue resemble anyone? Does she look familiar to you? Princess Diana. Yes, that's it. The lady herself. And I'm guessing that at the time of the passing, it's one of them poignant happenings that everyone will remember where they were at that time. It was announced. Such a sad thing. So I'm heading over now to another memorial for a well-known Disney character. So that's my connection to this, where it brings Disney to London. So we've got a 13-minute walk. So it's a nice tranquil day. The rain subsided for once. While I was on the train, there was a sharp shower, but I brought my umbrella. Come a little bit prepared. It's not as cold as what it has been as well. So this is one of the smallest royal parks. Just can't wait for all these leaves to grow back, because you know that's when summer's around. Summer means hopefully some nice weather. Right, what I'm going to do, rather than walking up here, so all you're going to see is just trees and puddles, and I'm going to take a walk by the lake. This lake is actually called Round Pond. I'm guessing because it's round and not big enough to call a lake. And the sign there says, please keep your dogs on the lead. Right, let's count how many dogs that are not on the lead. Alright, he's a lovely dog. As you can probably see over there in the distance, there's a bit of a bandstand. I don't think it's in any use today, but I know back in the day they did. It was a bandstand. It was called bandstand for a reason. And I don't know if you know the swans. They are protected birds. Here in the UK, the RSPB is the protection for birds, but especially with the swans, the big white ones, they're under royal protection. Anyone caught harming those, it is actually a criminal offence, and you can be put in prison for it. People have actually been known to be sent to prison for it. See, this would be nice on a nice summer's day, sitting here. No, that's not my Disney connection there, Donald Duck. See, the swans, they are very elegant the way they swim. See on his legs, see they're tagged. Actually, see where he's nipping at now. So he just has, see the little silver metal tag around his leg. You've got the signet there, it's not quite fully grown. Still got baby feathers and the baby colours. So Kensington Palace is, I think it is still occupied by some of the royals.
ممشى كبير
It's nice to have a big public park where there's lots of concreted footpaths rather than having all gravel and muddy footpaths. I just don't like that. I prefer on solid ground. It's a well maintained park as well. Round Pond, as it's called, dedicated to the Princess of Wales. And I know I don't know anybody here that's in the chat now, watching this now, Ninja watching, or any of you guys that may watch it on playback. Any of you guys that are interested in the Royals. I know some of my American friends and family that haven't been over to the UK. They're really, really interested in the royal family, or just the monarchy, going back in the day. So we came up to another statue. Now this is called the Physical Energy statue. Not too sure the meaning or what's behind. I don't know whether it is a lookout on horseback. Physical energy. I have no idea what that's about, but so that's something for me to look up. Yeah, I know. Yeah, what I meant was I know it's occupied, but it's not a full time. Yeah, it is a full time. It is a full time. It is full time occupied, but we never really know what rules are in there. Obviously, when it was Princess Diana, I know she was full-time resident, her and her family. I'd like to know who comes up with the names of lakes and things like that, because we're just coming up to another pond stroke lake, and its name's the Long Water. I don't know who comes up with these. See, there's a tree there with some surroundings. So that has some kind of purpose. I would have thought it would, the way the surroundings are. Not unless they're like old, dead trees. Because you've got these ones here as well. They look like something off of Wizard of Oz. Alright. For anyone who's done any research, have you seen what Disney connection is in this park? We're approaching it now, so here we go. Did you get that little hint? Right, here's the statue here. Now there's a great story behind this. Just put it down a minute. I've got to get my glasses on so I can have a look. Right, it's a Scottish author, novelist, J.M. Barrie. He's behind Peter Pan. And that's what this statue is. It's Peter Pan on top with all the children and the little animals like the rabbits and that. And a long story short, this was something to do with Great Ormond Street Children's Hospital. He had a lot of ties to that. From what I can understand as well, is that anything to do with viewing of Peter Pan on TV, the proceeds go to Great Ormond Street. Even when the new remakes took place, the Peter Pan with Robin Williams, any airtime that was on the UK TV, all the proceeds go to Great Ormond Street. We're going to head going back another way, because now we're going to go into London for some sites. Yeah, no, I think that's still in place today. It actually went to court to have all the proceeds be donated. No, I do need to go this way. So I have to make a little pit stop. Yeah, so even today, that all the proceeds have to get on the UK TV. All the proceeds go to Great Ormond Street, which is a good thing, really. We're starting to get a little bit of drizzle. such a tranquil walk. I should do it more often. It clears your head. Nice water fountains. Right, while we're here, while this is all about a walk around London, showing you the sights and that, I've just brought you the connection to Disney. Anything that you guys would like to see, any London monument, what would you like to see? And typical, it is going to rain. Try to get your umbrella up, Maury. See, dotted around the footpaths, what I showed you a little while ago, the plaque on the floor, there's quite a few of them dotted around in memory of Princess Diana. Oh, bear with me 1 second, guys. Just put you on the break. Be right back. It's cool, isn't it? You go to answer the ring, they go. Right, so Cruising Theme Park Guide, welcome in. Good morning to you. Thank you for joining. Look at that, is that a fox or a dog? Back there looked like a little fox with a rain mac on. Yeah, so what we've covered so far, Kensington Palace. I'm in Kensington Gardens, one of the London royal parks. We've been to see Kensington Palace. We've seen a couple of statues, one of Queen Victoria and the other one of Lady Diana with her children, and the connection to this stream today with Disney was Peter Pan. So we've seen the statue of Peter Pan. Now we're going to go to some London landmarks. Is there any in particular that you guys would like to see? Okay, so what we do is we'll just take a walk around and see what landmarks fall upon us first. Hyde Park is separated by the winding west coast. Here's the QR code there. Anybody want to scan the QR code? Good knowledge to know. So I'm guessing all you guys have heard of Hyde Park and Kensington Palace Gardens. So what that little plaque was explaining, how and the reasons why both were separated. So, and over that way is Hyde Park, which we'll be heading towards that way into the centre of London, just to see what sights fall upon us first. Pink Floyd play, yeah. Hyde Park has not so much now, but yeah, Hyde Park did. They hosted a lot of concerts. The squirrels chasing each other. Yeah, and Pink Floyd, yeah, well, I know was one of them. One of our local radio stations has every summer they have Party in the Park. They host that with a lot of artists coming in and performing. Quite surprised I didn't get a call up. Mind you, they've probably heard me sing. That's probably why. Right. So now out of St James's Park. It's still a royal road, because it's still a royal borough of London. The thing is, when you're on foot, getting from A to B, there's always a little bit of a trek, and it's choosing the right way to go as well. Because I haven't. It's been a long time since I've walked around up London, and whenever I come up, it's always by car. Ooh, don't want to go that way. Too muddy. That's a trail for horses. There is that path, and let's just attempt this way. It's a little bit muddy, but not that bad, he says, as he gets deeper into it. Stick to the edges. Remember that American Werewolf in London movie? Stick to the path, never go on the green. Stay away from the fields. Should have stayed on the path. Trying to cut corners, it don't work. Just don't want to end up slipping. Oh, Murray, what have you done? What have you done? Coming this way. So I'm not going that way. Okay, that's where I want to get to. I want to get over to that side of the street. Right, so where we're going next is because we are virtually at one end of the park. Right into the edge of the West End, the shopping district, the theatre district, and where all the well because of all the trees.
Why is it called it? Where's the serpentine?
Yeah, it must be a little school trip. Learning the history. I should have asked to join so I can learn. See, you've got the little peddlers over there. It gets really busy in the summer months. It has been a long time since I've been up here. I used to come up here as a child. I used to go for regular walks around London. Not that I can remember. It's just some bits when I've seen old photos. See, London, it's just got too congested. So I only come up into London if and when needed. and if ever changing the routes, the like the one-way systems. There's signs dotted all around. The birds may bite, and you still get people feeding them, so they come close up to you. Making up a little bit of time, walking a little bit fast. Hey Manny, welcome in. What is the most famous London around doing it? If I go one way or the other, which one's going to come first? So what land? Ooh. Wow. Churros, they sell churros in there. Winter warmers. Do. Have you decided what London landmark you want to see first? And there's a great choice of them. Right, I'm on my road to 500 subscribers. Big Ben, oh yeah, Big Ben's one of them. Okay. I will be heading that way. The King. Do you know? I spoke to him yesterday, the King, and if it's okay for me to pop round today, and he said, not today, not tomorrow. Yep. Big Ben and Houses of Parliament. Okay. That's two birds with one stone, that is. London Bridge. Right, London Bridge. That's... Oh. Gonna attempt to go there, but that's quite a bit of a walk. Right. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to put you on a quick break, because I need to make a pit stop.
Just wait for a minute, don't you go. Murray's adventures will return, you know. Magic's here, it won't fade. Back real soon, just keep the faith. But hold on tight, gotta step away. Don't go far, I'll be back to play. wait for a minute, don't you go. Murray's adventures will return, you know. Magic's here, it won't fade. Back real soon, just keep the faith. A quick break, a little rest. Streaming theme parks, it's the best. Just wait for a minute, hold on tight. Murray's adventures will be right back. Back real soon, just keep the faith. A quick break, a little rest.
Right, I'm back. As Sean says, I had to take a biological break. And you got to pay. You have to pay to go to use their cars, use their toilets, restrooms. That's where the expression comes in, spend a penny. There's another bandstand that don't get used. I'm guessing back in the day when it was a big thing having public bands in the parks. There's not any call for it today. Right, as I was saying, London Bridge. I would like to take you there. We can certainly go for a walk along the riverbank, but from Buckingham Palace and Parliament, Big Ben, so So this is the map of the park, Hyde Park. So Kensington Gardens. So we started off our walk from here, down the Diana Memorial Playground. So we walked all the way around here. So now we're here. So that's Hyde Park, and if you see like where I showed you one of the plaques, see the Peter Pan statue there, where it used to be one big park, but now it's all separated, so it's into two parks now. And this is Hyde Park Corner. So now we're going out of all the tranquil, the peace, now into London City. Safe to cross, the green man's on. You see the green man, and it's safe to cross. The red man, not so safe. Oh, quick, run. Here's a memorial plaque. The Royal Fellowship. Beneath this stone is buried the roll of honour of those whose memory is perpetuated. Furthermore memorial. They return nevermore, but their glory will abide forever. And this is, so it's Egypt, France, Flanders and Italy. This is from World War I. The soldiers that are the cause of us being here today. And it's because of their sacrifices that we're all here. My father-in-law, God rest his soul, was one of the original desert rats in World War II. It was the Battle of Alamein. Used to love his stories. So we're going down to a wall now of loads of names. I think this is battle sites. And all the stones are made up with all the names of the passing. So it's nice how it's done. Close up you can't see the writing. So Berlin, close up you can only see the smaller writing, but the bigger writing like this you can just about make out. So that's for the Australian and the United Kingdom Revolut, where they all stuck together. The Australian Royal Air Force and then the Royal Navy. So if ever you got any of you guys that like history and are coming to the UK, coming into London, this is a nice little spot to come and see. And it's on the edge of that wall over there. That's the back end of Buckingham Palace. So we're not that far from our first mainland site. And if anybody watched the Queen's funeral on TV, when she come along and she went under Wellington statue. Where they changed cars to take her off to Windsor. And that's going to be another one of my walkabouts coming up around Windsor and showing you the castle. I think I better start getting my battery pack out. Until we get across the road. When the green man comes, and he says it's safe to go. And there we go. Safe to cross. You don't get long because of the timer. Yeah, like I was saying, another one of my streams, what I plan on doing is around Windsor Castle. Our future is greater than our past. Something to think about. And also future walkabouts that I plan on doing in London as well is, if any guys know about it, changing of the guards. That's a military show, well, not a show, it's done here in London. It's done Mondays, Wednesdays and Sundays, I think. Mondays, Thursdays and Sundays. Yeah, every other day. And what that entails is, as it says, changing of the guard. It's changing shifts, where one lot of guards go through like a military parade, coming off their shifts and introducing the new shifts. And that, again, that's like a military precision. You've got trooping of the colour as well, which happens every so often. And I've got to look into that to find out where the best spots are to go, because there is quite a few good spots to see it, but it's trying to find the best spot that has most of the viewing area, because it doesn't just come in one area. It's done over Buckingham Palace, St James's Palace and the Army Barracks. They're all in a close proximity of each other. Just plugging you in, sorry for the wobbles. Yeah, they're all in a close proximity of each other, and I have seen a video where how you can catch all three segments of it, but it's all about timing and knowing the best spots to take, which that's something that I've got to plan and bring to you guys if anyone's interested. So the road we're on now, it's called Constitution Hill. So that leads round into Buckingham Palace, which is just over there. And the sun is trying to come out. Yes, the sun is trying to break free. Anybody that's here in the chat or watching it on playback, please do make a comment on what your favourite London landmark is. It'd be nice to know what takes people's views. So we've done today Kensington Gardens, we've seen Queen Victoria statue, we've seen Lady Diana and the children's statue, we've seen Peter Pan statue. Now we're heading, and we've walked through Hyde Park, we've managed that, and we're just heading into Buckingham Palace. Right, now we can go. Man's Green. Do they remind you of anything? Oh, ooh. We're waiting for Dorothy now to come. Dorothy! And this is a very populated area, obviously for the obvious reasons. So all the gold crests.
Why do you look at me like that?
And the flag is up, so which means he should be home. But the toad told me he's not in today, so I couldn't come in for a cup of coffee. So let's go over this side so we can get a good view from the palace. Good view of the palace from back here. You've got all the statues here. The gold one there, right in the middle. And do you know, only a section of that is used by the king. It's the gift of New Zealand. This has to have something to do with Greece, all the Romans. See now Victoria the First there. So what I was saying with changing of the guards in the palace, there's not a ceremony, but it's like a military parade of them changing the guards. It's quite a spectacular thing to watch. So there's one that's done there, and you've got Wellington Barracks that's over there, which that's the home to the Royal Guards, and then you got St James's Palace there. That's the three areas where changing of the guards take, and it's all within an hour. So that's what I'm saying, when you got to have the timings to get from one point to the other safely as well, because bearing in mind they block the roads off as well, so they stop all vehicles coming around here. That song we sung as a kid, the changing the guards at Buckingham Palace. I have to try and remember that. My wife will probably know, because she's got a good memory and she used to sing things like that. And her dad, God rest his soul, used to make his own words up to it, naughty words. Naughty but funny. Just waiting again for another green man. It's all about crossings around here. See, the green man's coming on. So we've seen Buckingham Palace. Take a little stroll over to St James's Palace, and St James's Palace is still occupied. How many houses can one family have? You've got Buckingham Palace, you've got Windsor Castle, you've got St James's Palace. Buckingham Palace area, and just the further you go away, the more slack to security comes. So what we're going to do is we're going to go around that way, St James's Palace. We're going to go down Horse Guards Parade, and then we're going to come up and have a look at Wellington Barracks. Magic Adventures, welcome in, my favourite duo. How are we? How are we today? Just a recap on what we've done so far. The connection with Disney to London. So we've started off at Kensington Palace, and you know who used to reside at Kensington Palace? It was Lady Diana. So we saw her statue there, saw Queen Victoria's statue. So then we went on to the connection to Disney. We see Peter Pan statue, and there's a great story behind that, and it's to do with the Great Ormond Street Children's Hospital. So from there we walked through Hyde Park, had a look at some wildlife. Yeah, Lady Diana and her palace. So we walked through Hyde Park to come out to see Buckingham Palace. Now that's taken an hour and a quarter just to do that, and didn't really stop around too much because there's only so much you can see of a statue. So now what we're doing is we're heading towards St James's Palace. And in St James's Palace, that is still occupied, which is over there. That is still occupied. Anyone guess who occupies it? You're so funny. Why? Why am I funny? Look. I'm not walking fast. I'm just going at a steady pace. Right, so there's, as I was explaining a little while ago, what I've got to look into is there's a process changing the guards. It's done over 3 locations, all within an hour, and what that entails is it's on I think a Monday, Wednesday, Saturday or Sunday. It's an early morning wise, that is. That's about 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock local time. So that'd be about 4 or 5 in the morning for you guys. No, I don't occupy it, but I did call him. I did call the king yesterday, asking if he's around for a cup of tea and a sandwich, and he said he wasn't around. That's a bad impression of him, isn't it? Yeah, so changing the guard, it happens 3 times a week here in London, and I think twice a week at Windsor Castle. It's an hour-long procession, I'd want to say, over 3 key areas. Which one was at Buckingham Palace, the other one was over there at Wellington Barracks, where the guards, that's the guards' quarters, and then again over here at St James's Palace. And what it is it's changing the guards. That's what it says on the tin, where it's basically a shift change. Where one set of guards finish and the other ones come on shift. It's quite spectacular. It's a military. Yeah, he's busy, I suppose. He's not very well, is he? Yeah, it's a military procession. I don't know what you want to call it. And then we have Trooping of the Colour, which is a big celebration. And there's three practice runs that lead up to that. The last one that we had was for the King's birthday last year, which I did try and come up here and film it. Yes, the guards, no, they do move when they have to, which I'm just going to show you. Just going to show you a couple of guards here at St James's Palace. These are the guys that are in the grey overcoats with the big fuzzy hats. The ones that are from Wizard of Oz. So every so often that they have to through the gates. So every so often that they have to march up and down between their little turrets. See, like the little turret just there, the little grey box, this soldier box. That's the King's Guards. The soldiers that don't move, they're the King's bodyguards. Yes, how they do that I don't know. We're going to go up and see one of them on horseback as well in a little while. Just heading towards that way. Because we're heading over towards the Houses of Parliament, Big Ben, which again has another big story, history story behind it. Big Ben. I don't know if anybody's heard of Guy Fawkes. Now it's only a UK thing. Guy Fawkes Night. It's November the 5th. That's one of our big celebrations where everyone has firework displays. That's to celebrate. There's a guy called Guy Fawkes where he wanted to blow up the Houses of Parliament. He used all barrels of gunpowder in underneath the building, but he got foiled. If you want to call it a celebration of firework night, Guy Fawkes Night, that's what it's called. November the 5th. Again, that's only a UK. Can't wait to come and visit. Could be a guided tour. Yeah, I could be your guided tour for that. Let me see my subscriber count. How many is there? Oh, 496. 4 away. 4 away from the 500. I'm getting there. I'm going to try and do another stream in another couple of days, because what we've had to do, because Disneyland Paris, because of the new Frozen Land and the new park that's opening up at the end of March, we've had to secure, what they're doing is they're doing some preview dates for pass holders. So we've secured 2 dates for pass holder previews. However, in order to do that, we have to have park days booked, but our passes run out on the 12th of March. So we have to go. We're going to Disneyland on the 11th just to renew our passes, so we can actually book park tickets, and then we can actually then get into to have the preview day for the new Frozen Land and all the new shows that come with it. So I do try and get one more streaming before that. If not, then that'd be my next stream. Enrollment walk so fast. I only know one speed. There's another monument, but let's see who this is. Queen Elizabeth. (1900 to 2002). See, I'll give London and the UK their due. I mean, there is a lot of history here. I think that's what makes this country, is the history. Because it's certainly not the weather. But that being said, in the summer months it can get really hot. Now you've got on one side of the street, you've got the buildings, all the royal buildings, and then you've got the park on the other side. So we had a nice tranquil walk through Hyde Park. So this is Horse Guard Parade. It goes all the way down to Buckingham Palace. You can't see it because of the trees, but I'm going to cross the road and then pan down. We can have a look at the palace from the distance. Yeah, and London has significant amount of history. So I'm going to cross here. No, I shouldn't. See? It's the castle, not castle, the palace. Oh, I didn't catch that. Sorry, I was watching where I was going for once, across the road. Is that? It's cool. You were given a shout out and an invitation. Oh, okay. Yes. Yeah. Do you know, Lisa? Right. 6 AM we eventually went to bed this morning. Yeah, I'm deeply touched about that gesture as well. Really am deeply touched. And Lisa made a comment in your stream the other day. She keeps watching it on playback. It's Dopey Fan. Tigger Girl is one channel name. She's that you probably know her by as well, but Dopey Fan is the other one. She just keeps watching that stream back over and over again. It's particularly that part where you was going on to I think it was one of the Toy Story rides, and you was talking to that lady from New York that wants to move to Florida, and poor Mike. And Mike's got a very, very good compliment from Lisa, from her as well, from Lisa. He's very calming. The tone of his voice is very calming. Yeah, Dopey Fan, that's the good wife herself. So here as well, when we have Trooping the Colour, that's the biggest military ceremony going on. That's done throughout all of here. They put temporary seating up, and I want to say it's invitation only, or the Ferris wheel. That's the London Eye. That's what your Orlando Eye is based on. Trooping the Colour here, I don't know if it's invitation only or it's a lottery, but it's a smart dressed occasion. See, I have to just pay my respects to these, because my father-in-law, God rest him, I did explain a little while ago, he was one of the original desert rats in World War II, in the Battle of Alamein in Africa. He was one of the tank commanders. He was actually awarded the Victory Cross, which is one of the biggest medals of honour that you can ever have, and he refused it. He said it was just here to do a job. He didn't want no rewards. And if you look up the history, Field Marshal Montgomery, they gave it to him instead. Yeah, I used to love hearing his stories. Some of them are very graphic, and funny as well. He endured an accident, had his nose not blown off, but he was shot in the face, had his nose pretty messed up, so he was in hospital having it all put back and made pretty again, had his face all in bandages, and whilst in hospital he went out for a cigarette and he caught light to the bandages. That's one of the stories that we all laugh when he told us. And now my grandson, he's got a history thing to do at school, and he's basically all on his great granddad. Okay, Manny, take care. Right, now we're going to one of them. We're going to them guards now, the statue guards, I call them. See if there's one here. Sometimes there's a guard here, stomping up and down. No, not here today. But see these little boxes here. You've got one here and just one there. Just the other side of that. I wonder if they're out. No, they're not here. No, they're not out. Oh, what a shame. So that's normally where the guards on horseback are. Oh, what a shame. Why is that? Ah, of all days. It's the King's Mounted Bodyguards. This is where they normally are. See, there's a museum here. That building there is a museum. You can film in there, but you can't. Yeah, but we do have to bring it back. Let me go and find out. See when they're actually out. Yeah, I was saying that museum, you can film in there, but you can't live stream. It's a bit strange to me. So maybe we can go in there, but we just have to be quiet. See if we just make out that I'm filming and not live streaming. Otherwise I could get into trouble. Museum and gift shop. See, this is the household cavalry. No horses due to see, so they changed at 11 o'clock today because of the gasworks.
Let's go. We just wanted to travel it there.
It's all how shiny they are. See, and this is what you see on their horses. It's such elegant. No, I didn't feel too comfortable going in there. I was getting the evil eyes. But yes, on them uniforms just yeah, so because of the gas works, they're doing some works here, the gas works. That's why the horses are not on guard. So now that leads us now going past Downing Street, where the Prime Minister lives. Stupid man. And then we go on to the Houses of Parliament, the Big Ben.
Dá grito no pé do seu ouvido.
See, on Remembrance Sunday, I think it's around about the 11th of November. It's the Sunday round there, Remembrance Sunday, where this whole street gets closed off and every regiment comes out and walks and does their parade. It's another huge military parade, and they lay the wreaths at all these statues. Can't see Buff Ben. No, he's got his clothes on. He's not in the buff. See, last time I done a stream up here, it was on a Saturday, and I got to a certain point and the road was closed, and I wondered why. We had a protester that climbed up Big Ben and refused to get down. He was on the standoff with the police for several hours. That's for something that when I was streaming on TikTok. So this is Downing Street, where our Prime Minister lives. Obviously, it's under heavy guard. So if you look through there, you can see the London Eye. And there it is, the cenotaph, the glorious dead. Just puts a lump in your throat when you think about their sacrifices what they endured is a result of us being here today. I'm going to quickly change the microphone, just let me know if there's any difference in the sound. Like I said, there's that one. Now turn that microphone off. Is there any difference in the sound? Shouldn't be too much of a difference. See, this is Parliament Street. Now we're heading into Parliament Square. So I did come into when our Queen died and she was it was the state mourning. Everybody got to come in. You had to queue for hours to come in. You go into the cathedral there. And you get to see her coffin. So that's the Houses of Parliament there. It's the back end of it. And there he is. The man himself, Big Ben. It's another congested area. No, this is Parliament, where all your MP, like members of Parliament. It's not. It's a political building, not a royal building. Going to go onto Westminster Bridge so we can actually see another viewpoint of it. It's actually called the Palace of Westminster. That's its official name. Yeah, you did hear the bells. It's 2:30. Quasimodo heard the bells as well. Yeah, so its official name is the Palace of Westminster. And it goes back to the Anglo-Saxon times. See, it's a Gothic. It's a Gothic style building. See, and this was the building what Guy Fawkes tried to blow up. See, and there's London Eye on the River Thames. See, Guy Fawkes, he was fighting for the Spanish against the Brits. So he was involved in the Gunpowder Plot, which failed in 1605. And that's where he was obviously sent to his death. That's a good view, good picture with the sun behind it. See, and this is Westminster Bridge, London Bridge and Tower Bridge, all the way down there, miles and miles. So, yeah, as you can see with all the tourists here, this is a very popular area to be. You've got the riverboats, the riverboat trips. That's something when you come over, Jen and Mike, that's something we're going to have to do. Go on a river trip. There's in Windsor there's it's an amphibian vehicle. It's called the Duck. It's a bus that drives on the road, and it goes along the Thames as well. It's called the Duck.
Yes, guys, have a look. Yes.
Let's take a walk down here. It's too congested up there, so we're just trying to bypass it. Just going to bypass it and come up the other side. See, this is Westminster Pier. Ooh, I can hear a lot of chanting going on in the background. Excuse me. I don't know what that is. I'm glad I moved away. He's just there where we were on the bridge. I'm glad I moved away just in time.
Is that the rest of you lot coming over the bridge? Yeah.
Who are they? Who are they? Oh, yeah. So I'm guessing it's a there has to be a soccer match on, because it's all fans, football fans, like soccer fans, chanting. Yeah, I'm glad I got away just in time. Just having a look to see if there is anybody. Yeah, I'm safe, yeah. No, it's not for today's football match. But it can. I'm guessing you've seen in the news. We haven't got the. We like the Brits. The Brits here have a very bad name for football hooliganism, and it just gives us a bad name. Hence why you guys are hosting the World Cup this year, and I think they're coming here on the boat. I think on a boat trip. Yeah, so hence why you got the police officers there trying to maintain a bit of order. Let's have a look. Hi, is that Nick or Harry? Here we go. Just having a look, see who it is. I know it's some football supporters. They seem to be in good spirits. Yeah, see, they're all in good spirits. They're going on a booze cruise down the Thames. Yeah, QPR. At least they're spirited. That's at the moment. Yeah, it is early. Yeah. So at least they're spirited. QPR. Right, now. Back when I was 14, coming towards the end of my high school, I used to go to school opposite that football club. And towards the end of my school days, I actually played for QPR schoolboys. The days, Harry will know, the days of David Seaman, Wayne Faraday, all of those guys. But then when I left school, it all changed. The red phone booth. Yes, that's an old London landmark. We don't see them very often anywhere now. And there's our police headquarters. New Scotland Yard. Here's another wall for our fallen. I'm half expected to see Superman come out of them phone booths. This is dedicated to the Battle of Britain and our Royal Air Force. Bingo bongo, the London Eye. I haven't been on that one. I've been up in the one in Orlando. Now, I was just saying to one of the police officers, at least they're in good spirits at the moment. Ooh. So we're going to take a further walk down the embankment, just to see what comes upon us. Shrek's Adventure, that's on over there. That's been a long run in. Amusement. I think it's like a show experience. Yeah, that's what I'm doing today. Just to walk around London. I started off in St James's Palace. Shrek, yeah, Shrek. Of all places to have Shrek, in the middle of London. Yeah, I started off at St James's Park, seen a couple of statues of Queen Victoria, Lady Diana, Peter Pan, and that's my tie Disney to London. There is actually a lot of history between the Disney family and London, which I'm going to leave for another day. Obviously, like Mary Poppins, things like that. Actually wanted to take you to a little area called Disney Street and Disney Place. It's where Walt stayed. He was there with his wife Lillian, and he was there with his daughters as well on several occasions. And I believe that's where it was all for business, and that's where he worked on the rights for things like Peter Pan, Mary Poppins, and lots of other older movies. Not today. I have a weekend off. It's a real street, but it's all fiction. It's based on a real area. That's as much as it goes. Them grey skies, they're looming over us. Feed the birds. So I think Mary Poppins might even be my favourite Disney movie, or Disney live movie. Just trying to think of where we can go next that's appealing. So this is the River Thames. It goes on for miles and miles and miles and miles. Oh, there's some homeless people. Speaking of homeless people, I went past someone living in a tyre. A homeless person living in a tyre. So I've done him a favour. I punctured it. Now he's living in a flat. Worst joke ever. That's good stuff. Can't burst my bubble. See, these Thames boat rides, they're pretty expensive as well, I think. So at least we can get on a boat ride. So when you come over, Jen, I knew you'd laugh. You had to laugh. You could not laugh at that. Right, now look in the distance. See that there? That little dome, St Paul's Cathedral. You laughed how bad it was. You have to laugh. We're going to go and have a look at St Paul's Cathedral. In that way, then we can start working our way back through London. So we're going to stay. It's going to stay along the river as long as we can, because I just want to hear what noise, what ruckus them guys are going to be putting on that boat as it comes past. Yeah, 4 away from the big 500. And there's the Shard. You were right though, Jen, the 4 of us together. It'd be good times, and I don't know if Orlando or Daytona is going to be ready. Yeah, it seems so long ago. It doesn't, not that long ago, but not long ago. For the kind of streaming that I do, which is not regular, I'm happy with the progress that I'm getting. So you get some other streamers that they're on it constant, day in, all day, every day. They're the guys that deserve the rewards. Yeah, so we're heading towards St Paul's Cathedral. Just having a look at that. See, there's a Royal Festival Hall. See, that's an old listed building, so no works can be done on that. See, I try and imagine what the streets of London would be like back in the day. There you go, Jen. That's another red phone box. You only generally see them around in the London area, whereas it used to be a thing throughout the UK. Now this is in Victoria Embankment now. was. We had some good times, didn't we? Yeah. I was saying, Harry, with the new Frozen Land that's open at the end of March, there's some preview dates for pass holders in the middle of March. We've managed to secure 2 dates, but the catch is you have to have a park date, and our passes run out on the 12th of February. So unless we have park dates, we're not going to be able to have the preview. That's going to go to waste. So what we're doing is we're going next week on the 11th, just for the day, coming back just staying overnight, coming back the following day, just so we can renew our passes. So I'll be streaming that day as well. Yeah, the Crush Marathon, that was good. 9, was it maximum we got to? 9, wasn't it? Do you know what, Magic Adventures? That time will come. It will come. And if your kind gesture is open, then we will make it happen. See how you've got the contrast, some old buildings next to some new buildings, some more modern buildings. One day is 1,000. Yeah, one day I'll get there. So there's another landmark here on the Thames. It's the HMS Belfast, an old warship. Again, you can do tours on there, but it's going to be no good for streaming because of all the steel and the iron and just the general structure of the ship. It's not going to work. But again, I don't know how filming, if they allow filming on there as well. I can't see why not. So, you know, I'm holding you to that, because we were looking at the cost for park tickets for all 4 Disney park tickets, including parking. I mean, it's $30 a day for parking. Let's hope you get to that trip. Let's hope you get to that trip, Harry. How's football coming along, Harry? You still top of the league? Yeah, I was saying, let's hope you do get to that trip, whether it be Paris or Orlando. You still top, good, well done. Harry's one of our little young up and coming soccer stars. he plays for a local team where he lives, and he's captain. So he's doing something right if they're top of the league. So I don't know if that's that boat all them people were on, them supporters. If it is, they're very quiet. It's not a very exciting walk. Because once you're away from the centre of London, there's not really much sights to see. So the purpose of me coming this way is because I wanted to show you HMS Belfast if I can get to it, or get anywhere near it to see the sights, and show you St Paul's Cathedral, which I think it may not work out. 3 o'clock. By the time I start making my way back, London's nice to see at night as well, with all the lights and the reflections on the river. What's my favourite roller coaster in Paris? Roller coaster or ride? If it's the roller coaster, I think that might have to be it's got to be the Avengers or Space Mountain. Yeah, Space Mountain or the Avengers. Yours is Space Mountain. See, I was hoping to get onto Crush so I can film it with my glasses, but it is a 75-minute wait for a single ride for a single rider, and even with the accessible queues were so long. I just couldn't. What's happened to my screen? Hello? What's happened to my screen? The screen's gone all blank. Let me put you down for a minute. Battery's not running out. Bear with me a second, people. I don't know what's happened. I may have lost you. So I've had to quickly put my other phone on. I think that, without realising, I don't think my phone was charging. I think the battery pack that I had wasn't a charged one. That's stupid of me. How stupid of me. Now, oh, you are here. Yes, right. Something I didn't do, and I wasn't paying attention. My charger, I had the wrong charger plugged in, and I wasn't paying attention to my camera. I didn't realise it was running out. Let me stick you here for a minute. So now the phone that I use to show you all around is now flat. Joe Asia, welcome in. Yeah, just showing Magic Adventures London before they come over and actually sample it properly. So and I've gone all vertical. Oh, my gimbal don't like my phone. There we go. Yeah. Oh, just luckily enough, I've got this other phone here with me. So we've gone from. Can't wait for British. Yeah, do you know what? I'm looking forward to that as well. Right. What's the vertical view like? Yeah, I don't know personally. I would love to, but we have had the chat. We have spoken in the chats. Wales is many miles away from where I am. I've just learned something new. To stream from one phone to another. So when I go on rides, I can have my phone in my chest harness, and I can quickly swap over. I've learned how to do that without losing the stream as well. Yeah, and come through London. I started off, just a quick recap. Started off at Kensington Gardens, where it was the residence of Lady Diana. We saw her statue, we saw Queen Victoria's statue, and then we went on to see Peter Pan statue. That's the tie to Disney and London for this one today. So then we walked through Hyde Park into London, then we saw Buckingham Palace. Tried to call the King again, but he wouldn't answer, because after speaking to him yesterday, he told me he wouldn't be in because I wanted to pop in for coffee, to bring you guys in for coffee, but he said he was too busy. So I tried to call him again and he wouldn't answer. So we saw Buckingham Palace, and then we went through, saw St James's Palace, saw some guards, done a little explanation of changing the guards, their military processions, which I want to bring to you guys. Went on, popped my head into a museum. Yeah, I know, the flag was up, he was in. But he told me yesterday, when I spoke to him yesterday, he said he was too busy for me to pop in to bring you guys in for a coffee. Like a little tow rag. Then we popped off around to see Houses of Parliament, Big Ben. Come across some football supporters. They were chanting, and they've actually gone onto a boat ride. So now we're walking down the embankment, hoping that we'd come across HMS Belfast. I lost where I was going then. In the distance you can see Tower Bridge. Let me stop here for a minute so you can see Tower Bridge. See, a lot of people get muddled up between London Bridge and Tower Bridge. See, right. Oh, where you gone? Where you gone? There you are. Right there. Right. See this? The turrets. That's Tower Bridge. This is Paul's Walk. See, up that way you've got St Paul's Cathedral, is close by. See, now as we're on this way, I think we just carry on going until we can't go no further. Then we can probably go inland a bit more, and then go and see St Paul's Cathedral. London Calling. That's a good tune. It's a London City School. I think this might be School of Performing Arts. And there's the Tate Modern Museum over there. What's the view like now that I'm going vertical? Never tried YouTube on vertical. There it is. See, that's another tie to Disney. Mary Poppins. See, what once was just all docks, it's up and coming, they're making it into houses. It's not really a good view, is it, on vertical? See, what I've done, because I lost connection on my other phone, I quickly put this one on, but didn't turn it horizontal quick enough. Right, so this is the end now of the embankment. Well, as far as I can go on the embankment. Just have to go out onto the main street, go further down, then I can get back on it. I don't think Orlando will be ready for all of us just yet. but hey ho, why not? Why can't Orlando be ready for all of us? See, I like the idea at Daytona driving along the beach. Like I said yesterday, whenever we come over to Orlando, we always hire a Mustang convertible. You can't go to Florida and not have a convertible. So, and when we done that, we'd go up because I do like driving around and going, seeing different sights. It would be trouble. Capital letters as well. Oh, welcome in from Russia. Welcome in. You're always welcome. Thank you for joining. Yeah, so you can't go to Florida and not have a convertible. And I just love the idea of driving along the beaches with the roof down. Do you know what? When we come to... Yes, that ride's opening soon. Is it? It'll be open when Pleasure Beach opens. Won't it, Harry? Your new ride there. You've got to brave that one out. You've got to go on it. Okay, Magic Adventures. Well, thank you for joining. I appreciate you taking your time out and spending it with me. I know Friday is a busy day for most people. I truly understand that. Just wish I could roller skate and we can get somewhere a bit quicker. Coming up to another bridge now where you need shop. Oh, you want to go shopping in? Do you know what? It's so expensive here. It really is expensive. Yeah. Well, that's a long name. Welcome in. Hey, what's up? I'm not even gonna. I can't break that down. I'm not even going to make myself look silly trying to say that name, but welcome in. Much appreciated for you to be here. Well, let me tell you. Saeed. Can I break it down? Is that right, Saeed? Welcome in. Thanks for joining on this Friday. You're not going on this swing ride? Yes, you have to, Harry. Right, for all you history buffs. HMS Belfast is on. I've come up a bridge too early. Well done. Let's go down the embankment. Ooh. See what's down here. Just have a look, see what's down here. The Three Barrels Walk. Sounds like something to do with whiskey or brandy. Three Barrels. Yeah. Right, this is as far as I go before I have to go back up. Yeah, this is still the Thames, and that's where I need to get to. Just the other side of this bridge here. There's another bridge just just past it, that's where HMS Belfast is, and then Tower Bridge. Tower Bridge is one of the biggest landmarks. Aurora Loves Disney, welcome in, thanks for joining. Good channels, subscribing. Don't know how your channel showed up. Well, it showed up for a reason, and thank you for subscribing. Really appreciate that. You're pushing me back a little bit closer to the 500 subscriber mark. I normally stream, so I'm getting puffed out now. I normally stream at Disneyland Paris. Hi Adventures, hi David, welcome in, good morning to you. The man behind the Disney Streamer Network. How are you, buddy? Just trying a few different things here, not intentionally. I'm doing a horizontal because old donut here wasn't paying attention to my streaming phone, and I wondered why I've lost, my screen went dark, and I realised that the battery pack that I had plugged in wasn't a charged one, so I quickly had to swap my phones over, but before I did I forgot, I didn't get it on horizontal in time. Safe to cross, the green man's on. Yeah, so I'm just trying another thing. As I said, it weren't intentionally. Going back to it, yeah, I normally stream at Disneyland Paris, so I'm just trying something new for a walk around London, showing you some sights, bringing a little bit of Disney to London as well, which started off at the beginning with the Peter Pan statue. So just going to go a little bit further, just so we can see HMS Belfast and then London Bridge. Then we're going to make our way back inland a bit, go back towards home, which is another bit of a trek, via St Paul's Cathedral, where another Disney connection with Mary Poppins. See if we can see Bert, or even the old pigeon lady. Feed the birds. It's a bit more than tuppence now to feed the birds. And is anybody, oh, says HMS Belfast made us. Okay, so you've done that experience then. Okay. What was the smell of old shit? I know they keep painting it every now and then. Pudding Lane is not too far from here. That'd be another area that I'm going to take you up as well. In 1666, the Great Fire of London That's where it all started from, Pudding Lane, in a baker's. Let's go down this way, see if we can get to the embankment again. There's so much history here in London. So much. That's to me, I know I live here and don't find it appealing, but history, if you like history, this is the place to be. Morning, Patrick, Julian, welcome in. Yeah, if you like history, England is the place to be. But there is a lot of history in London. It's starting to get a bit misty over the river now. See, and what they have here as well is, see, under the bridges they have like little gaps. They're under tunnels, especially when you go up towards the Tower of London. Yeah, we even sold you one of our bridges. Wonder what they're digging for. Right, there's HMS Belfast there in the distance, and Tower Bridge. Looks like a very cloudy Tower Bridge. So once we've been that way, we're going to head back inland and head back through the city centre, as it were. It is here. I don't know if I can get around because of the building. Oh, you can. Great Walls of Disney, yeah. See, that Disney's keeping that company in business. There's a good picture to see, look, a good photo shot there. So you can walk for miles and miles along the embankment. There's an old war hospital there, the London Bridge Hospital. So I think that's a Grade 2 listed building, so nothing could be done to that on the outside. Right in front of the Shard. I think it was running today. We went past it. I didn't really pay too much attention whether it was going round or not, but I think it is. Kingdom Eye. We need some Disney music playing in the background, don't we? I feel strange doing something like this, streaming, walking around and no Disney music being played. It seems strange. And there it is. What is my best moment at any Disney park? That's a hard one. I know I class Disneyland Paris as my home park, but my heart is in Florida. Someone said to me there's keys to a new life in Florida, but the thing is you have to go tomorrow. That'd be it. Okay, never looked at it that way, David. Never looked at it that way. I'm quite impressed as well with the connection. See, we had a chance to move over to Florida in 2001. We was there in August for a holiday, and I had to go back in October for a job with Lynx Transportation. All I had to do was just turn up for an interview, and the job was mine. But in between, 9/11 happened, so everything got put on hold, which is a shame because I could have been there now. Right, so that's the Tower of London. London Bridge is further on past that, which is nothing amazing. I would tomorrow. Drop of a hat, I would. Right, so now what we're going to do, we're going to head back towards inland. We're going to head towards Pudding Lane, where the Great Fire of London started, and on to St Paul's Cathedral. It's over here. London Bridge is falling down. I don't know whether that was based on dismantling London Bridge to sell it to the US. It was that, or it was either to do with the Great Fire of London. Let's go up this way, see where this brings us. As I was saying earlier, it's been a long time since I've walked around London. Everything's so, because where it's all compact and all bunched together, everything's so different to when you're behind a wheel. Sukako, welcome in. It's hilled. See, this is one of the old original streets. Now cobbled street. Now we're getting into London with all the old architecture. I thought I could smell Indian food. Right. Go this way. Yeah, that it is because of that, isn't it? See, this will teach me for not sticking at school. I always played that game called Truant. Yeah, we can do that. As soon as we're heading back towards, like, through the city, we can head to Chinatown. Because Chinatown's on the edge of the theatre district. Right, now here's Pudding Lane. This is where the Great Fire of London started. Here. See? Pudding Lane. I think it actually, there should be a plaque here somewhere. Yeah, I think that's the plaque there, look, the little blue plaque. I think that's where the bakery, where it all started from. See, it's not a very big street. See, that's just there. That's where we just walked past just now. So that Pudding Lane is not very big. Fisher Street, what a name. There's the monument. Another what would you call it? You can all the stairs. It's a spiral staircase. You can actually go up. Have you ever heard of James Buchan? He was an author. I think he wrote, I don't know if it was a book, a play called The 39 Steps. I think he was there at the monument. I think that gave him the idea. Don't quote me on it, I'm not sure. Joe Asia is very smart. I need you on side. No. No, it's not at all. What I find, people don't give themselves enough credit.
Why a lot of young people have become
The team that playing tomorrow is just 45, so we get 3 more points. Oh, let's see, you got them running scared, Harry. Let's cross over it. You've got them running scared. Why didn't they want to play? They're going to get whooped. Ooh. I might actually try and go back to horizontal. I've only got 20% on my phone, so my phone was running out. It did go flat. So now we're entering the banking district. Tigger girl, hey, welcome in. How are you? Got 5 minutes to spare, so you popped in to say hello. Here you go, Jen. Mike, I knew she'd turn up at some point. See, this is the financial district here. And now it's starting to rain. My grandson, he bit your, well, Louis bit your shoulder. Oh, you're right. Oh. Just starting to rain a little bit now. Oh, we're miles away from Twickenham. We're how can I say? Chicago. You're in Canada, is that right? So you have friends that live in Twickenham. Okay, yes, it's quite a distance from where we are. Yeah, see, I don't know. The reason I asked, because I was going to try and give you an explanation, like an example from between A and B, but I don't know much about Canada to give that. It's about a 45-minute drive from here, I would say. But if you're going to start travelling Magic Adventures, there's no place like here to start. Did he draw blood? Yeah, we got to start packing and looking at flights. We're going to Daytona Beach, baby. So look at these tables, look, they give you cloths, even hot water bottles. Look. If you're sitting outside, they give you a hot water bottle. Hey Jamie, Jamie's in, welcome, good afternoon. You're off to see Mo Gilligan today, aren't you? Okay, Chicago. Well, thank you for joining. Much appreciated. All them likes. How many likes have I got now? All 17 likes. That's good. Ooh, I'm happy with that. 12 people in. So this walk around London it's working a little bit. It's just the time difference doesn't help. Going back to what I was saying earlier on, the military possessions, like changing of the guards, that's an early start for you guys if I was to do that. So maybe if and when it comes to the time for me to doing it, there's always the watching it on playback. So he's into that biting stage now, is he? Oh dear. Everyone loves Magic Adventures.
Hey, ice cream?
Yeah. Because yeah, everyone loves Magic Adventures. They're just so down to earth people. I think they forget sometimes they're streaming as well when they bicker. It's so funny. I love it. That's why they're so unique. So now we're heading away from the financial district into the beginning of like a shopping area. It's the city of London. So this is actual central London. Can't get no more central than this. You're exactly the same at home. He needs help. My goodness. Is he turning feral? Look at that. Right, what is the best site? A castle, one of the castles at the Disney park saw this. So we're at the back end now of St Paul's. I didn't bring a tuppence to feed the birds.
How much you want to borrow right now?
And do you know, I think this building actually survived the Blitz. Let's have a look, see. There's no charge to attend service or prayer. We've got a QR code to discount, so you can actually go in. So you can actually go in and do a tour of it. It's just around the front where she fed the birds. Feed the birds. And the rate of inflation is going to be a bit more than tuppence. It's a big old building. See, my high school was named after the architect who built this, Sir Christopher Wren. It even kept its old cobbled streets as well. So there you go, there's the streets at the front. There's some of the birds. We go up the stairs. Right, here's the admission charges. Blimey. Hello, Mary Poppins. No, it's a cathedral, like an overgrown church, if you like. Hey. Try and get another charger out. Try and plug you in as well. Bear with me a sec, guys. Let me just plonk you down a minute while I plug it in. Have a look at the street while we're just getting the other cable out. So is this everyone's favourite spot of Mary Poppins then? Yeah, like I was saying, I'm pretty sure that I'm trying to find out to plug you in. Hey presto. Right, now what we're going to do, we're going to head back now. Joasia's still here because I think she went to see Chinatown. Are we back? Are we back? Let me know if we're back. Everything seems to be running really fast, draining out really fast. Let me know if we're all back. Just going to take shelter for a little bit because it's just starting to rain. I'm going to get my umbrella out. There we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Ooh. Oh no, yeah, devices and rain. This one's from here. Alright Benny, that's cool. You take your time, do whatever you got to do. I'm just glad you've been here to see my hometown. I know it's a lack of charge. Everything's just run. Well, everything's just running out pretty fast. Getting the umbrella out. Now it's time to put the umbrella up. It's getting heavy. One thing I don't like is the rain. And here we go. I'm a man at the end of the day, multitasking. Don't come natural. Right, so as you can hear now, the rain it's getting heavier on the umbrella. Did I see amusement park pirates in the chat? Welcome in. Welcome in. And one last look at St Paul's as we go past and as we go away. I'm hoping now that the connection, everything's plugged in now, and it should all be working fine. So the weather's been pretty good so far. It held out for most of the trip. Now just for my journey back home, the walk back home. We'll walk to the train station at least. Julie Smith, welcome back. Long time. How are you? How's your health? Julie, since you've been gone, there's been a new addition to the Loungefly family. Well, there's been a couple, but one that sticks out is the Disneyland Hotel, the Disneyland Paris Hotel Loungefly. We're all back up and running now. I don't know. These little mishaps, have they been constant, or is it gone from one stream to another? I'd like to know. Was there a break in the stream? Right, now we're heading into it's a street called Fleet Street. Back in the day, this was the press, the paper street. Oh, okay. Oh, I've done something right. I managed to keep the stream going. Changing hands, changing phones, whilst keeping the stream going. Ooh. That's a new thing I've learnt now. Yeah, so now we're heading into Fleet Street, which back in the day this was all for the press, the newspapers. And now today it's so much different to that. It's just like business offices, eateries, and coffee shops, things like that now. And hopefully we can get to just go through Chinatown. Krispy Kreme. Yeah, we have a few Krispy Kremes. We have Dunkin' Donuts. Not many though, but we do. We have plenty of Starbucks. Some lady on her bike going past shouting out, "Hey Siri." And I don't think it was working because she was getting the ump, shouting out, "Hey Siri! Hey Siri!" I think what it is, these companies, they try and put their feelers out all over the world, don't they? See how well it takes off. I mean, we don't have many Krispy Kremes or Dunkin' Donuts here. Got the odd Taco Bell. Plenty of Five Guys. you got Taco Bell in Blackpool. Okay. There's that, was it Chipper Light? You have a few of those around as well. And Popeye's chicken. I think that's one of the newer ones that are coming over here. Popeye's chicken. Taco and Five Guys, they're the best. The first Five Guys that we had, didn't know what we was doing, was that was in Orlando. It was in one of the outlet food courts. They're not tight on their portions either, are they, with the fries? So now we're going past the High Court. So where all the big high priority court cases. Yeah, the portions are huge. Weather now is getting heavier and heavier. Yeah, so this is the High Courts. As I was saying, it's where high priority court cases take place. I'm going to sleep well tonight with this walking that I've done. We're in central London, just going past the High Courts, on the edge of Aldwych. I'll give you another recap of what we've done. Started off at St James's Park, not St James, Kensington Park. Seen the statue of Queen Elizabeth, statue of Lady Diana and the children. Then went on to the connection with Disney, saw the statue of Peter Pan, and just gave a brief encounter of how Peter Pan become involved in London with Great Ormond Street Children's Hospital. Walked through Hyde Park, come out the other end, went to Buckingham Palace, called the King. He couldn't see me again today. He wasn't answering. I spoke to him yesterday, said I've got some friends that want to come over for coffee. Is he around? And he told me yesterday he wasn't around. But when I looked up at the flag was there, so he is around. So a little tow rag for lying. Then we went on to Houses of Parliament, Big Ben. Gave a little bit of a story about Guy Fawkes and the reasons behind that. Walked along the embankment towards Tower of London, not Tower of London, London Bridge, HMS Belfast, come back past St Paul's and onto here. So okay, no, I'm not heading up that way. Oxford Street. Just contemplate. Let's go back. Let's walk down the Strand. Go back a bit. We walk down the Strand and then come up to Trafalgar Square. Yeah, we have one Disney store, a permanent Disney store in Oxford Street, and we have a pop-up Disney store in Westfield Shopping Centre. How long that's there for, I'm not too sure. And we have another temporary one in Selfridges department store. I think that's due to close around March or April time, I think. And then we have one in Ireland. That's the only Disney stores that we have. They should bring the Disney stores back. Oh, welcome back, Sea Cargo. So this is the area now where a lot of embassies are. This is Australia House here. The Bensall Centre had okay. The Bensall Centre, that's in Kingston, is that right? Kingston upon Thames, near Twickenham. Or is there a Bensall Centre in your area? In my arm. So we're still in the city of Westminster. Not that really means much to you guys. Oh, this is new. They've made this part of pedestrianised. This used to be a very, very busy street here. Yeah, you're right. Disney should bring back some stores. They should have at least one in all major cities. No, I agree there. Waldorf Astoria Hotel is just behind that building. I don't know what they're there. I don't know what they're there for. They've got to be there for a reason. So we're heading down now towards Trafalgar Square. But you probably see at Christmas time the tree that's always gifted from Norway. And look, there's the Lion King. It's the Lyceum Theatre where they're showing the Lion King. Oh, thank you, Harry. I must be nearing that 500 mark now. Yeah, so I was saying at Christmas time, the Christmas tree in the middle of Trafalgar Square, and on New Year's Eve. Randy! Welcome in, Randy! Wow, Randy the Mod. Can't say his name without emphasising Randy. One of Johnny Orlando, Thunderby Freeze mod. Another great streamer of the Disney Streamer Network. Over there with Magic Adventures in the big world of and pastries in the big world of the Disney Kingdom. And with Cruise and Theme Parks Guides. Yeah, she was in the chat a little while ago, and she's just come back from visiting California, over where APP, Amusement Park Pirates, are. And she's just done a cruise as well. I thought he was part of the DSN. Maybe that's why I don't see him on the multi-view. Okay. Well, he's big enough on his own then, isn't he? Oh, for some reason I thought he was part of the DSN. Oh, anyway, he still deserves a big shout out. He should be on later on today. It is sopping wet, soggy and rainy. My feet are cold and wet. Ah, I stand corrected. So it's not all the great streamers are on DSN then. Okay. As I said, that explains why I've never seen him on the multi-view. I still like watching him just the same. Is it raining enough to put my umbrella down? Yes. Oh. I won't drop that gimbal. It's wobbling around a bit though. So I've got it hooked up to a battery pack that's in a side bag, and it's quite tight. So if I move suddenly, it pulls it. Who's the other guy? Randy the Mod. Randy the Mod? Randy? Yeah, Randy the Mod. He's a moderator for Fun to Be Free. So we're getting closer now to, forgot where I'm going, Trafalgar Square. That's it. I knew where I was going. Come down an undesirable street. I don't think we ever had the sun out today, did we? I know it was trying to come out. That reminds me, speaking of undesirable streets, I can remember when I wanted to go to Orlando Soccer Stadium to see if we can get tickets for one of the matches, and we drove up that area, and it was like a scene from The Walking Dead. And the wife, she just... And we had a convertible. Like I said before, going to Orlando, you got to have a Mustang convertible. So we had a Mustang convertible with the roof down, and we entered this area. And wow, my wife said, "Put the roof up, quick! Get out of here! Get out of here!" And it is, like I say, it was like a scene from The Walking Dead with all the zombies walking towards us. And since then, I found out that's an undesirable area. Right, let's get back in the chat. I won't be in the chat for a while. I've brought me into attendance today. No, you haven't got to explain, Aurora. Appreciate you being here, appreciate you taking the time out. It hasn't gone unnoticed. I actually come across the Fun to Be Free whilst I was watching Magic Adventures one day. They got talking to him at Casey's Corner, watching the piano. Yeah. And I love the way he has his setup. Oh, Frankenstein. That's how I got into watching Fun to Be Free. So here we are at Trafalgar Square. There's Nelson's Column. says no entry on there, but this is Halloween. New Year's Eve, everybody jumps in the ponds, in the fountains.
I usually like my mom will do this where she just like looks at
Wow, you're going to Australia in September. Wow, lucky you.
started to do that with her, so like,
Lucky you. Oh, have an amazing trip. Look, see, through there, down the buildings, the Houses of Parliament again. So we've done near enough a full circle. These are all the buildings that are in the surrounding area. See, and where the construction work is, carry on through that, right down the end of the road, you're back at Buckingham Palace again. Right. Should we go and take one final look at Buckingham Palace? Or should we just carry on up this way, heading towards Chinatown? Buckingham Palace or Chinatown? New South Wales, wow. No, this is the roundabout around Trafalgar Square. You like the double-decker buses? Right, now we're heading back towards the main entrance to St James's Palace. Earlier on we was at the back end of it where I showed you them guards, and they look like the guards that were from Wizard of Oz in their grey overcoats. So basically we've done virtually like a circle. There's another tall monument there. We're heading back in towards the royal area. What, to buy a double decker bus or for a trip on one? I have no clue for either price. No, I'm not going to go on one. Now we're back on Horse Guards Parade. So if you remember when I showed you where that little museum was and Trooping of the Colour, where they hold that was over there. Now we're back here again, heading towards Buckingham Palace. Yeah, you have a good day too, APP. Thanks for joining. Welcome. Always welcome, thank you. Really appreciate that. It's past his bedtime now. If this looks familiar to earlier on today. Going to hit a little bit of a weak spot with all the trees. They do like to play havoc with the connection. What palace is it? Right, along here is St James's Palace. It's where the king. It's where his, let me say. It is where he lives. It's where the Queen lives. But Buckingham Palace, that's his main headquarters, which is just along here at the end of the road. They are in close proximity of each other. He also stays at Windsor Castle as well. Julie, yes. Going back on the 11th, just to renew our annual passes because of the Frozen Land that's opening up in the end of March. We've managed to secure 2 preview days. It's pass holder preview days, and we've only managed to secure them because our passes are in date. However, for the dates they are, we have to have park dates, so we need to book park days. But the park days that they're for, our passes run out, so that's why we've got to go on the 11th to renew our passes, because their price is going. There's a price increase on the 12th as well, so we have to do that before then. So looking forward to the new Adventureland preview. Not sure if they're going to allow filming in there or not, because obviously it is a preview. Yes, so many homes. Yeah, you're right. It's a bit greedy though, isn't it? I'm glad you enjoyed it. Ah, see.
So it's like cool.
What's the favourite ride you've ever been on? At what park? Disneyland or Disney World? Oh, bless you, Aurora, thank you. So you can come and go as you please. I don't know, that's a hard one to choose, the best ride I've ever been on. Tower of Terror, that's an amazing ride. Love that. Busch Gardens at Tampa, Falcon's Fury, I love that ride. I love it. Cheetah. Shikra. Love Busch Gardens. See where we saw the guards marching up and down earlier? So we're back here again. Now it's their time to be statue still. It's amazing how they can stand still for so long. The one where your soul left your body, that's the tower, wasn't it? back at Buckingham Palace. And this, I think, is where I'm gonna wrap up. Leave you all to look at the palace for a little while. Well, I thank you so much for all your hard effort, sticking by me while I do this crazy stream. As my name goes, Murray's Adventures, and it has been an adventure. And thank you for all you adventurers for joining me. Yes, Sea Cargo, it has been fun. I've really enjoyed it today, despite the rain and my feet getting squelchy wet. It's like it's almost like I don't want to say goodbye because I don't want it to end. But I'm going to have to because all my batteries still. They can't charge fast enough. I can put my umbrella down now, I think. Yeah. I can put my umbrella down now. So I'm going to love you and leave you all, and thank you from the bottom of my heart for all of you guys for joining me, spending a Friday morning with me when you could be doing a lot better things. Thank you for, I'm going to say this, my moderators. Do you know what? We love our moderators. So this was my road to 500 subscribers. So I got 497, just short of the target, but that's what makes it exciting. So I'm going to bid farewell to all of you. I've my umbrella. I'm going to bid farewell to all of you and thank you so much for all your support throughout today and my journey as well. Not just for today. And the rain's getting heavier again. Yeah, they banned you, I know, but they're slowing down a bit, I think. I haven't seen them in the chat so much. Yeah, so thank you everybody for joining me. I really appreciate all this and hope to see you all again very soon. If I don't do another walk around London stream, then the next one will be on the 11th at Disneyland Paris. So set your reminders, set your notifications. So if you don't want to miss anything, set them reminders so I'll pop up when I do go live. And I hope to see you all in the chats on other streamers. And watch out for Magic Adventures on Saturday. I think it's tomorrow, is that right? For all your Disney content, you have to watch these guys. They are amazing. You know, I need to get over on the footpath. Not paying attention to where I'm going on the cycle path. So I should stop waffling off now, shouldn't I? And let you all go. So appreciate all you guys for being here. Thank you so much. And just have one last look at the castle, the palace. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.